Hello, everyone. This is Dominic Wadraska talking to you through another video. I want to share with you a story of my life. I want to share with you what it was like living as a blind and hearing impaired person. People always ask me, well, how are you blind and how are you blind and hard of hearing? How come you became blind and hard of hearing? I was born that way. I have microanophthalmia with cysts. Basically what that is, my eyes did not fully develop. And to tell you the truth, I lived a pretty weird life. It was good, but it was also bad. I was basically the one, when I was in Yankton, this would be in the Stewart Elementary, this would be in the elementary and middle school time frame, also in the high school time frame. Ever since I was little, when I went and lived in Yankton, when I went to public school, I basically got bullied all my life. A lot of the bullying was traumatic. A lot of it had to deal with me just having to endure a lot of the things that I will not mention. But they bullied me in a lot of traumatic ways. When I was in high school, actually, no, let me backtrack just a touch. Okay? Let me backtrack just a touch. When I was in the middle school time frame, my left ear, because I was originally born hearing impaired on the right side. Only the right side. But then my left ear started having difficulties hearing other people. People on my left, people on my right. I couldn't hear people on my right side that much. And I struggled. A lot of the struggles was having to deal with people. Knowing when people were coming by me, knowing when people were talking to me, knowing when people were actually going to say something to me, right? Those are the struggles. And along with that, I had a house fire, right? So my biggest struggle was knowing when the smoke detector was going off when I lived in Yankton. Till I could hear it in my bedroom. Let me tell you how this house fire happened, all right? Because I want you to know, I want you to understand that a dog can do crazy things. Okay? A dog can do really crazy things, okay? So let me tell you what happened. I was home. I was alone. Everybody went out to church. We had little kids at the time going out to church or going swimming or doing something. We had 4 dogs. So it was a lot to take care of. All right? We had a very beautiful house. We lived in there for 10 years. 10 years. I'm going to say this again. We lived in there for 10 years. We didn't buy it. We rented it. Okay? We rented it. We actually did not know that this house fire was going to happen. Well, I thought I knew that this house fire was going to happen, which is why I blame myself every day to a minimum now. I don't blame myself every day to where I make myself feel like I'm worthless or anything, because I'm not. I'm not worthless, and I don't think anybody is worthless. We're worth way more than you could ever imagine, right? So, anyways, we had somewhat of a very weird life in the trailer. Before this house fire, we had no lights, no gas, no nothing. Nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. Zip. Nothing. And then, when we had electricity back, when we had our gas back, and when we had, the kids going to church and everything else was happening, and I was alone, it all started to unfold. It all started to unfold. You know what unfold means? Unfold means that everything started going crazy. It was messy. It was bad. It was horrible for me. Being alone, having to deal with 4 dogs, right? And knowing that I had to watch them. So how did this house fire happen? People ask. Let me tell you. The house fire happened when the dog started turning on the stove. There was a grease pan on the stove. And that was because I went up to use the bathroom and the dog ran out of the bathroom to go to the kitchen and do what she had to do. Right? But there was a grease pan on the stove. Right? And when I was asleep, I could smell burning, so I woke up. Thought, okay, well, something's cooking. Something's being burned. And then it all started to unfold. The smoke alarms went off. I went to check out what was going on. And that was when the smoke alarms went off. In the middle of me checking it out. So I ran into my bedroom, got dressed right away, and immediately went outside with the dog. There was 3 dogs still in the house. I wanted to go back and get to the other 3. Did I? No. Could I? No. Because there were fireballs of popcorn going all over the place. Let me tell you, it was in the cupboard. And somehow it got burnt open. And it crackled. And then a big, huge boom happened. right? So the stove blew up. And when the stove blew up, I was scared. Very, very, very scared. And so I started yelling for help. Literally yelling for help. Until an off-duty officer came and rescued me from that house. He got me into his four-wheeler. He paged the fire department. And he basically told them no one's inside the house and everything's okay. There's only dogs in there. There's only 3 dogs in there. And I had very valuable stuff in the trailer. So everything that was valuable was gone. It was gone. It was gone. And once my mom, got notified that, hey, your house is on fire, she didn't believe a friend of hers. She just basically told the friend to, be quiet. This is not a joke. This wouldn't be a joke, and you're just joking already. And so she called 911, and they said that's exactly where the address, that's exactly where the fire is. That was when Mom and her ex-boyfriend, my mom got married to several guys, and then she started dating again, and then But that was, I know my camera's off center, but, that was when my mom's ex-boyfriend and her sped through the town, trying to get to the house urgently to see if I was okay. When they got there, the fire department was already there telling her, look, look, look. And so I was still in the four-wheeler, and my mom came up to me and goes, Dominic, what the heck happened? And I said, I don't even know. Somehow the thing got turned on. Somehow the stove got turned on. She goes, I need to call my job. And then the chaplain of the fire department said, hey, it's okay, it's all right. You're safe. Just kept on, telling me I'm safe, that everything was okay. And the chaplain started praying for me. And she basically said, help them understand what has happened. And you know what? I now understand that it's not my fault. That it's never been my fault. That the dog, I don't know. Something happened, but it wasn't my fault. Oofta. That was traumatic. And so, as time flew, well, actually, let me go back just a few touches. I actually, before the house fire, had played 2 songs at a Pops concert. The Yankton Press and Decotant. Basically, what happened was they filmed me and they recorded me on YouTube. And another song, and let me tell you, I had a standing ovation on that particular day. And then another song that I sang, at a Pops concert, well, the first song that I played was One Step Forward, Two Steps Back. Second song was This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. The first song I learned through playing a video game. The second song I just learned through watching The Greatest Showman. And let me tell you, it was crazy. Because I didn't expect it to be that way. But that just goes to show that a blind and hearing impaired person, when he, when I played my viola and sang those 2 songs, that basically showed that a blind and hearing impaired person can do anything. We can do anything. And we don't have to worry about a thing. Because we know that we can do things. Blind people can do things, right? We just need to be taught how. As I said in my previous videos, we just need to be taught how to do things. Anyways, I know that even before the house fire, we're going to go way back when, back in middle school. We got robbed 12 times. But, me and my family got robbed 12 times. Does that define me? No. Will I let it define me? No. I got bullied a lot in school. Does that define me? No. Will I let it define me? No. I had a house fire. Does that define me? No. Will I let it define me? No. I will not let it define me. I will not let any of my traumatic experiences define me. Because I know the definition of me. The definition of me is being able to knowing that I'm able to do something, even though there's challenges along the way to achieving that kind of goal. I'm going to say something, and I want you to really, 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 really listen to this. And I want you to remember this. Because I have so many thoughts that I have to say, and I'm going to say them all. First thought, don't let anything define you. Blind and hearing impaired or not. Do not let anything define you. Whoops. Second thought. If you feel like you can't do something, know that you can. I'm going to say it again. If you feel like if you feel like you can't do something, know that you can. Because we are made to show the world how we live, how we learn, how we are together. This is my other thought that I want you to remember. We are not disabled. A lot of the people think that we are disabled. That a blind and hearing impaired person is a disabled person. Or a blind person in general is a disabled person. No. No, we are not disabled. We are able-bodied to do anything we want to do, to be anybody. You know, we are able-bodied to do what we want to do, be who we want to be, feel how we want to feel, act upon how we want to act, say what we want to say, mean what we say and how we should say it, think what we want to think. We're able-bodied to do all of that stuff. We are not disabled. So if people say he's disabled, or she's disabled, or they're disabled, they're wrong. They're wrong. Because we're not. If people say, oh, you can't play in an orchestra, you can. If people say, oh, you can't cook, you can. If people say, oh, you can't do laundry, you can. If people say, you can't run a dishwasher, you can. Throw those I can'ts in the toilet and flush those I can'ts down the toilet. Because you know what? Your I can'ts can be turned to I cans. I'm going to say that again. Your I can'ts can be turned into I cans. All you need to do is try. All you need to do is learn. There needs to be more O&M instructors because we all need to know how to cross the street and know where we're at in space. There needs to be more O&M instructors for kids and adults. I want the world to know. I want the world to know. No matter what you're facing or no matter how you are feeling, there's always a brighter future ahead of you. I'm going to say that again because it's always going to be needing to be remembered. No matter who you are, no matter how you feel, no matter what you do, there's going to be a brighter future in your life. You're able-bodied. You're not disabled. You're able-bodied. You can do things. What I want to motivate you to do is learn. I want you to learn. I need you to learn. I implore you to learn. I'm going to say that again. I implore you to learn. I want you to try and learn what you are being taught wherever you go. Whether it's teaching yourself, whether it's other people teaching you, whether it's, whatever. I challenge you and I implore you to learn the best at what you can learn. Be the best and do your best. Because what did I say before? We can do something. Those I can'ts that we all have, because we all have them. Blind, sighted, hearing impaired, deaf, or not. If you're sighted and you can see a lot, and you as a little kid say, "Oh, but I don't know how to run the dishwasher. I can't run the dishwasher." Turn those I can'ts into I cans. Those dishwashers will be ran. You will have the greatest time in your life if you make it happen. Gonna say it again. You will have the greatest time of your life if you make it happen. Blind people can do anything that they want to do. Blind people can be who they want to be. They can do anything that they can set their mind to. And I'm going to stress that out right now. Turn those I can'ts into I cans. Because that is what we're made to do. That is how it should be in all situations. Not in one situation. Not sometimes. In all situations. If a blind person says, "Oh, I can't read," you know what? You can read. There's Braille. You know by the Braille, of what everything says. If a person hands you a printed menu, let them. Get your Seeing AI out. Okay? Get your Seeing AI out. Download Seeing AI. Go to your channel of Document. Let them read the document to you. Because it will read the documents. It will help you learn and read the menu at a restaurant, or you can read from a textbook, a printed textbook, if you really wanted to. I'm going to give you another thought. You're not alone. A lot of people are watching you, and there are a lot of people that are with you. God is with you. But there's a lot of people that are with you. I want to tell you something. I just thought of this, just now. Please don't give up. I want all blind people to listen to this, because this involves all blind people and sighted people and hard of hearing people who are blind as well. But for the sighted, I want you to put on a blindfold. I want you to put on a blindfold. Grab a cane. I want you to go to a hallway. Keep going until you hit a wall. Do not give up. This is what I had struggled with until now. Do not give up. Do not stop searching. Walk up the cane, and what do you see? You see a wall. You look to the left. Whoa, what do you see there? Maybe you see a doorway. Maybe you see a chair. Whatever. But you want to go the other way. If you want to go to the right, if you think that you got to know where you're wanting to go. If you want to go to the right, go to the right. If you want to go to the left, go to the left. But say you want to go to the right. And you want to go to a room. Whatever room it could be. It could be, your dining room. It could be your laundry room. It could be your what do you call it? It's got a. It could be your You might want to go to your dining room, your laundry room, your basement. So imagine you want to go to the right, and all of a sudden you see steps after going 20 feet. And so you say, okay, well, what do I do now? Well, I want you to stop for just a second. Those steps are what I'm going to call barriers and I can'ts. Barriers and I can'ts. Say you want to go upstairs because you're already downstairs and you're in the basement already. Okay, you work from the bottom to the top, right? So you go up step 1, because there's 10 steps. You go up step 1. You passed your like first I can't goal. So say that it's your, I can't run a microwave or I can't run a dishwasher. Say that would be your first one. And you go up that step and you go up step 2. Well, you just passed step 1 because you worked your way and to now you can do this. Your second step is I can't I can't read. Like I can't read print. You can read print. So you want to go to step 3. Now you passed your I can't read anything, print. You passed your goal. You've achieved it. Now you're on step 3. I can't, let's say you said, I can't run a microwave. I can't hear the microwave, so I can't run it. But you can. So you do, and you go up step 4, so you now have achieved that goal. And you said, let's say, I can't run the George Foreman. I can't hear the George Foreman, so I can't really run it. Oh yeah, you can. You can run the George Foreman. So you do, and you just go, you go up a step to step 5 because you've achieved that goal. And you say, I can't, let's say, I can't do my own laundry. I don't know how to run the wash machine. I can't tell when it started. I can't hear it. But you can, and so you do. You run the wash machine, and you do all of the steps right. And so you go up to step 6 because you've already achieved that goal. And you say, I can't tie my shoes. Hold on. You say, well, I can't tie my shoes. Oh, yes, you can. And so you do. You tie your own shoes and you say, okay, I can do this. So then you go to step 7. We're 3 steps away. And you say, well, I know I can do 6 things now. But I can't always listen to where I am because I don't know where I'm at in space. I can't always, I can't cross a street, But it turns out you can, and so you do cross a street. So you know that you can do that. So you go up to step 8 because you've already achieved that goal. You're feeling more and more happier. And you say, well, I can't run the toaster. It's too hot for me. I get scared of the heat too easily. I can't run this toaster. But it turns out you can. And so you do. And look, you're already at step 9. You have one more step to go until step 10. And once you get to step, once you say, well, I can't run the oven, I don't know how to bake, I don't know how to cook, and so I can't do it. But it turns out you can, and so you do. And look where you are now, at step 10. You've never gone up that step before. But you say, well, now this is challenging. I can't, I can't vacuum my floor. I can't see the floor, so how am I supposed to vacuum it if I can't, see the floor? And so now I really, really can't do it. But it turns out you do. You vacuum the floor and it's all clean. And so you go up to the landing. You go up to the landing and now you know that you can do 10 things. You can do all things through Christ which strengthens you. You can do all things knowing that you don't give up. The old you gives up, but you're now at a new you. The old you gives up, but you're now at a new you. The new you does not give up. Be the new you. You can do things. You can live life. You don't have to dwell on the old things. You don't have to worry about anything because it's the new you. The new you says, I can do things. I'm not disabled. Excuse me, I'm not disabled. I'm enabled. I've updated my technology. My brain is my technology. I've updated it to a new software. I can do things. I know how to I know how to overcome frustration. I don't have to be an emotional train wreck. I don't have to be an emotional mess. A lot of blind people always say, I can't run the NetSpend card, or I can't run any credit card or any debit card, whatever. You can. You just need eyes to see, to teach you. You need an instructor or somebody to tell you what there is on the screen, and so you can look at it. You can handle a NetSpend card. You can handle a credit card. You can do anything that you set your mind to. You are going to be the new you right now. Stop being the old you and be the new you. Stop being the old you. Start being the new you. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give in. Stay patient. Tasks are going to get harder, but stay patient. Because you can do it. God bless you. Stay safe. Be the new you. Don't be the old you. Be the new you. Stop being the old you. Start being the new you. Use your new software update in your brain, and you will get things done. Use your resources, and you will get things done. God bless you. Stay safe. Stop being the old you. Stop being the old you. Start being the new you. Thank you, and have a very good day.
Speech on. Take picture. Stop recording video.